Hello everybody. Let's take a look at the indoor Christmas decorations for 2022. The little white tree is option blue this year. Even the angel topper has the blue reflector lights in them this year. It's one of those G14 blue bulbs I got. Move down here, there's a Gen 1 C7 bulb with the exterior matte paint. This is the one that came next, the interior coated blue. Got a D26 Twinkle here, the Satin Bright, a D33 Merry Bright, another interior coated C7 bulb, and then a real old GE Cool Bright with a larger envelope. Here's what the candelabras look like in the windows. From the inside, just gives a nice blue glow to the room. Here's what the GE Stardust and the window candeliers look like from inside the stained glass. Makes a nice look. This is always one of my favorite views out this window this time of year. Pretty much Christmas lights as far as the eye can see. And here's this 5-tier window chandelier with the C7 GE Glow Brights from the late 70s and early 80s, what they look like up close. Here's the little miniature Christmas tree that sits atop my homemade clock. I added some miniature lights to it this year, but it still has the first generation C7 bulbs from GE. Very nice deep color with these. And most of these are the really old ones that have the GE Mazda Made in USA etch around the base, with the exception of this green one. It's slightly newer. Let's see if I could get a look at it. There, you can just kind of begin to see that a little bit. GE Mazda USA. And the topper is tilted down ever so slightly. But yes, these are pretty good bulbs here. They're not super durable, but they have a beautiful color. There's that red one. Here's that little fiber optic tree with icicle lights and bubble lights on it that's on top of the grandfather clock. Here's the village for 2022. As you can see, it's had an expansion. Looking pretty good with the new items. Got this set of 4 LED trees from my sister, and they look the best to me on white. I can go to the controller and switch the colors. I got option green and option blue and option white. I think the white looks the best. For the village buildings, they have True Tone candle glow bulbs in them this year, and those look real nice. Even added a village light socket to the little church, the wooden church that's supposed to be used for Christmas letters. One of these right here. I just spread the tabs out and it's up in the back corner like that. And here's this little display. of my grandmother's old figurines. And some more up on this shelf. And the LED angel from way back when is doing well. Got an LED tea light in this Santa. And then I added some LED lights to these little things, or these little mini buildings that my grandfather made. That's a nice touch and puts a nice backlight on everything. Here's a look in the dining room. Table set. I have an idea for this thing. Here's a look at this little hutch area. Got some decorations here and there. Got one more on the way that's going to be pretty awesome. Can't wait to get that in. And then I added some lights to this wreath that I put up. Here's a look at my lighted twinkle bells from 1988. They look pretty good. Always a nice touch above this doorway. Last year I added this strand of garland with multicolored incandescent lights. Looks pretty good. There's a little decorative ceramic bag thing with a couple of those LED tea lights in them. Looks pretty good from afar. There's this sleigh with the pine cone motif thing going on. Looks pretty good. I had lost the reflector cover for this candle, and I had one of these like that. And that looks pretty good. I think that'll work good enough for me. Also, the sleigh got really tore up, so I found an exact replacement on eBay. So that was nice to have that back fully functional. And at last, here's a look at the main Christmas tree. We'll do a quick look up each side and then kind of go into detail about some of the lights I have on here. I'll start with a topper. I got that at Walmart in 2003. So it's 19 years old this year. Here's one of the G14 bulbs. It's so awesome it won't even focus. And then I got these Noma biscuit bubble lights that are C6. I got several of those on the tree this year. Got even 3 Royal Lights bubble lights. Those look pretty cool. Then of course here's my lighted ice and the various reflector lights. And somewhere in here, these were Winko lights or something like that. And they work well on that 20 strand I got, since they operate on half the voltage a regular C6 bulb operates on. They're 8 volts as opposed to 15, 16 volts. Here's a pretty old C6 bulb. Pre-1945, I would believe. And here's an even older GE Mazda USA bulb with the slightly twisted flutes, as opposed to, say, this one here with the straight up and down flutes. That's not as old of a bulb. Here's a yellow with the twisted flutes. I think those are early 20s. If somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that, that would be awesome. And then I think this one's possibly older. I don't know if they made smooth glass C6s concurrently with the twisted flutes like this, or these came first. But that's a Mazda bulb, USA, in real good condition for its age. It's got that one bad spot right there, but it's not really that noticeable. Then I have some GE Stardust on there. Here's an exceptionally good blue color. That one's from the 20s too, I would believe. And then I got some of these this year, these C6 bell lights. I think those are from the 1930s. I've got 2 white ones, 2 red ones, and a blue one. Here's the blue one. And there's a red one up there. And another red one over here. They all have pretty nice deep colors to them. These are just outstanding here. Those G14s. And there's another Royal Lights bubble light. And another one over here with a clear tube in it. It's a later C6 there. It just says GE. There's the bubble light I repaired. And lighted bells. I got some GE lighted bells on there too. So just all kinds of goodness. And then there's my miniature screw-in bulbs. That's what one of the sockets looks like for those. And there's another one of those Winco lights. Those are kind of cool. Got 3 of those. It's a pink one over here. Just get a close-up of some of the lights and ornaments. And 1977. And I got that from a relative about 3 years ago. $1980. There's my newest ornament for this year. $79. Just all the years of my life so far. I got ornaments on there, and there's a Chevy truck from 2004. So things are looking pretty good. One quick look at the Christmas tree, a quick update. I now have 22 C6 bubble lights. I've been out there in the workshop refurbishing a lot of these. So it looks more awesomer. Very happy with how this looks this year. And a quick look with the lights off. Once again, this has been a look at the inside Christmas lights. Thank you for watching.